Yankees swing big, Red Sox fight, Orioles fly on Camden nights, Rays light up that Florida sky, Blue Jays soaring so dang high, Indians grind, the Tigers roar, Twins keep hitting, wanting more, White Sox flash, Royals play proud, Dr. Delay is calling every crowd, Astros climb, the Rangers ride, Mariners crash with ocean pride, A's still swing, Angels shine, baseball hearts on the line, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, crowds go wild, that sound ignites, Dr. Delay is alive, the game feels right, Braves bring heat, Mets go long, Philly fights with a victory song, Nationals reload, Marlins dive, it's MLB, we're all alive, Cubs in Wrigley cheer so loud, Cards and Reds draw every crowd, Brew Crew swinging, Pirates play bold, Steel City pride in the black and gold, Dodgers dash and Giants climb, Padres bring fire every time, Rockies rise in mountain air, D-back strike will meet them there, under the stadium lights, whoa, fastballs fly through summer nights, home run steals and extra fights, Dr. Delay is live, it's baseball nights, from Three Rivers to PNC nights, Pittsburgh power in the city lights, Dr. Delay calling every play, black and gold till the final day, let's go Bucks,
More Pirates baseball for you guys on the channel, of course. I am Dr. Delay, bringing you coverage of the Marlins and the Pirates this series. The Marlins entering 34-35, winning 5 in a row, 8-2 in their last 10, and they will take on a Pirates team that has dropped 5 of 6, have lost again, back-to-back series to the Braves and the Dodgers. But of course, the Marlins are on a tear, so they will have to bring their A game for this one. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well with everyone here. And we're about a minute or so away from first pitch. Starting for the Pirates today is going to be Braxton Ashcraft. 5-3 record, 3.28 ERA. Whip of a 1.08. Again, has been pretty solid. However, of course, his last start against the Braves, not too good. Kind of got rocked around against Atlanta. So again, we'll see what he can do. If he can bounce back today, I believe he can. I believe he will. Of course, again, he will face these guys. This is your starting lineup for the Miami Marlins. Liam Hicks is going to be leading off for the Marlins. He'll be followed by Otto Lopez, Kyle Stowers, Xavier Edwards, Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, Jacob Marcy, Joe Mack, and Javier Sanoja. So there you go. Defensively for the Pirates, it's going to be Rodriguez behind the plate. At first will be Horowitz. Second base, Brandon Lau. Third base, Nick Gonzalez. Shortstop, Jared Trio. Left field, Tyler Callahan. Center field, Jake Mangum. Right field, Ryan O'Hearn. Of course, DHing tonight is actually Brian Reynolds. Reynolds going to get the day off there in the outfield. Of course, he's made some terrific plays as of late, robbing a couple of home runs in the Dodgers series. So, whenever you do something good that's usually when Kelly's like, yeah, it's time for you to not either play at the plate or, you make some good defensive plays. I guess, you're getting a day off. That is the reward. That is the reward, I suppose. And, of course, again, we'll be sure to get the 3D up as soon as it is available to us. And, again, welcome on in, everybody. Appreciate you guys, again, for tuning in. Jed, Ricky, Anthony, USA. Hopefully USA wins tonight. Denny, appreciate you, man. Russell, SB, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Anthony, again, everyone. The Niz is here. Welcome on in. The Niz seems to be a Marlins fan. Again, Russell, thank you for tuning in. Ricky, everybody. Trisk, of course, pulling against the Pirates as always. Not really a shock there. He has the Marlins winning 6-2 tonight. Great stuff. Great stuff. So, yeah, again, Ashcraft is just now taking the hill. So about another minute or so, and we will we'll get underway in Pittsburgh. And, of course, we'll have the Pirates lineup for you guys whenever they're at the plates. Get your ears lower. I did get a haircut, yes. I still don't really, that phrase, get your ears lowered, it still, to me, it just makes no sense. But I discovered what that meant like a year ago. Anyway, here is the first pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball one is underway here in Pittsburgh. At the plate there for the Marlins is Liam Hicks, batting .265, OPS of .812, 12 home runs, 48 RBIs. The pitch, and that's going to be up and away, 2-0. They're missing on the sinker. Ashcraft wants a new baseball. Ike, welcome on in. Mikey, appreciate you, man. Flood, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Jacksonville in the Jacksonville in the house. Tyler Callahan is playing tonight. That's going to be in there for a called strike 99 on the outside corner. So, of course, the Pirates are wearing their City Connect jerseys, black and gold. Much better Connect jerseys than the previous edition. The 2-1, that misses just outside there with the slider. 3-1 to Hicks. Yeah, we got to get right. The get right stretch starts tonight. That is correct. The 3-1 swing and a miss. 3-2. Of course, yeah, it's going to be quite the task. Again, these Marlins, I know, you kind of like, well, they're the Marlins. Well, hey, again, we're the Pirates. That's just something we got to understand. Of course, again, the Marlins have been playing very well as of late. They apparently have the best record in June in all of baseball. So they have been red hot as of late, as that's going to be chopped foul there. 3-2 again to Hicks. Donna, welcome on in. Go Buccos and Team USA. Let's go. Got to convert for sure. 100%. Appreciate you, AJ, for the $5 super chat. I do appreciate it. W's in the chat for AJ. The 3-2 as Hicks sends this to right. Coming in is O'Hearn. And O'Hearn makes the catch for out number one. That'll bring up Otto Lopez, batting .344, OPS of .861. 5 home runs, 30 RBIs. It should be noted that there are 3 hitters with an OPS over 800 on this Marlins team. The rest of the hitters below 700. So the Marlins getting a lot of stuff happening from 3 guys, not so much everyone else, as that misses outside. Ball 1 to Otto Lopez. World Cup. Yeah, I watched the Canada-Bosnia match. Here's the 1-0. That's going to be skied. Looks like that's going to go ahead and give me a foul ball, 1-1. Yeah, trying to pull for everybody except Europe and South America in the World Cup, because everyone that's won a World Cup has been from South America or Europe. But I don't know, pretty hard to pull for Canada at times. The 1-1, that's going to be sent out to right. O'Hearn is coming in, makes the catch. O'Hearn, a busy man, 2 away. That'll bring up Kyle Stowers, batting .213, OPS of .677, 5 home runs, 20 RBIs. And thank you, AJ. Thank you, everybody, for being in here for this one. Again, the Get Right series, I like that. Definitely, that is... we need it. Here's the pitch. Stowers showing bunt, pulls back. Strike 1. Stowers didn't start the year Stowers actually, again, impressive last year. I believe an OPS north of a 900. Really solid. But so far, still kind of getting loose. That's going to be a ground ball. That's going to get through for a base hit. Stowers with a 2-out single. Yeah, Stowers very impressive. And that'll bring up Xavier Edwards, batting .304, OPS of 839, 6 home runs, 23 RBIs. And thank you guys for the compliments there on the haircut. Yeah, just trim the sides. The sides really needed to be addressed. And yeah, a little bit off the top. Wanted a little bit more taken off, but you know, I was pretty happy with how it looked. Ashcraft sets and delivers. Showing bunt, pulls back. Splitter in the dirt, ball 1. Marlins apparently with a lot of stolen bases as well. 80 steals already on the year, so that's over one a game. That's going to be missing upstairs 2-0. Ashcraft looks a little, I don't know, something's a little bit off right now. Hopefully it's nothing too serious, but looks annoyed. Very annoyed with himself. 2-0 count. Ashcraft readies and delivers. Swing and a miss. Had him out in front of the slider. 2-1, 94 in the slider. Marlins, again, stealing 80 bases on the year. The next closest is the Nationals with 70. The Pirates are 6 on that list with 65. So, again, they can steal bases as well. Of course, no Connor Griffin, no Cruz tonight. So that's kind of a big issue on probably why the Pirates aren't in second. Cruz, of course, been out for a few days. Going to be out a little bit longer. Griffin's been out for 2 weeks now. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-2 to Edwards. So it's going to be up to the rest of the Pirates to nab some bases. I don't really know if that's going to happen. Gonzalez, again, has the speed. Doesn't really steal much. Triolo has the speed. Doesn't really steal much. The 2-2, that's going to be a tapper. And that is going to roll foul. And of course, Mangum, he's not an everyday player. Brandon, how's it going? Doing okay. Burley, welcome on in. Bacon and lemons as always. Let's go Pirates. 2-2 to Edwards. Again, runner on first with 2 outs. Ashcraft readies. Sets and fires. Doesn't get him to chase there. 3-2 to Edwards. Good evening, everyone. Nice haircut and shave. If only you were an eye patch and cosplay as a pirate. This guy. Yeah, I don't think that'll happen. 3-2 the pitch. And that's going to be fouled back. 99 of the fastball. Yep, definitely. I don't know. I could see that happen at least once for sure. Ashcraft, by the way, 19 pitches. The pitch, swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll work. As we go to the bottom of the first inning, your score 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Just making sure that went. Yeah, okay, you guys did hear it. Okay. All right, your starting lineup for your Pittsburgh Pirates. Spencer Horwitz going to be leading things off for the Pirates. He'll be followed by Brandon Lau, Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Gonzalez, Tyler Callahan, Endy Rodriguez, Jake Mangum, and Jared Triolo. Again, this is pretty much the best lineup you're going to get until Cruz and Connor Griffin are back. So, honestly, pretty good lineup. Again, Pirates desperately need a win. And, of course, they're going to need their best lineup for Sandy Alcantara, who is the pitcher for the Marlins tonight. Again, he has been, well, a really good pitcher, though. The last few years, not so great. Kind of bouncing back a little bit this year with a 5-4 record, 4.33 ERA, whip of a 1.26. So, yeah, we'll see if Sandy can hopefully revert back to last year's self just for tonight. Again, I do like Sandy. He's pretty solid, but definitely don't want him to look really good tonight against these Pirates. I did add this. I'm going to be working on this. I know this. I just put this together in like 10 minutes prior to the stream. A little bit of reason why I started late, so I do apologize on that. But there you go. This is the NL wildcard standings. It's the only standings thing I have. I'll be updating this every day and, of course, working on other things. But as you can see, again, the Cardinals, Phillies, Padres currently in the wildcard spots. And, of course, the Nationals, Pirates, Cubs. They're only a game back. Again, I know a lot of course, negative Pirate fans are like, well, this team stinks. Well, I guess everybody else stinks. Like I said, only a game back. And, of course, the Diamondbacks game and a half. Marlins only 2 games back. Again, the Marlins right there. And the Reds, I believe, what's it, 2.5? No, 3 games back of the NL wild card. Alcantara delivers. That's going to be just off the plate there. Ball 1. Again, 4.33 record, or 4.33 ERA, 5-4 record. Opponent batting average of 264, so he does allow some hits. Doesn't really allow many walks, though. So he'll attack the zone as that's downstairs 2-0. Spencer Horwitz again at the plate, batting .291, OPS of .859, 9 homers, 30 RBIs. Again, thank you, Niz. Appreciate you. Wear a suit and tie? No, I can't do that. Actually, Football Nation does that, so I can't copy him. Because that's going to be in there for a called strike. 2-1. I guess I could. Maybe one day, huh? The strikeout is off today, yes. Marcell Ozuna's gone. As Horwitz pops this up, shallow left. Looks like that is going to be Hernandez's ball for out number 1. So 1 away. That'll bring up Brandon Lau, batting .249, OPS of .858, 16 home runs, 45 RBIs. Let's go on, Jeffrey. Welcome on in. Watched West Virginia get a win. Okay, look, yeah, need the Pirates. Need the Pirates to make it happen. And Sam, welcome on in. Alcantara delivers. That's a fastball in the outside corner. Strike 197 on said fastball. 1-1 to Lau. Alcantara kicks and fires. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. 98 on the sinker. Heading to a friend's house to watch USA Paraguay. Well, have fun. I'll be probably watching the end of that. Be watching it after this. 0-2. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Go! So Lau goes down 2 away for the Pirates. And Brian Reynolds will be at the plate, batting .265, OPS of .813, 7 home runs, and 40 RBIs. Scott, welcome on in. Let's just get a win. That's all we need. I wish Ozuna was gone, yeah, for sure. But probably not going to happen until Griffin and Cruz are back. So that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Reynolds. Again, DHing tonight. Reynolds growing out that mustache. 0-1 to Reynolds as he does actually call time. Steps back in. Alcantara is ready as he begins his windup. Here is the pitch. Checks his swing. That's off the plate. 1-1 to Brian Reynolds. Reynolds tapping his helmet. You know, I'm kind of curious, like, how would that work? Like, if a pitcher were to pitch it outside, umpire calls it a ball, and the batter challenges, like how would... That's weird, like just challenging his strikes. That's a ground ball to second. Oh, what a stop by Edwards. Throws to first. Nice play by Edwards. Preventing a single there for Reynolds as we go to the top of the second inning. Your score 0-0 in Pittsburgh. All right, and the chat just disappeared. I hate when it does that. Ever since I switched it, it's been messing up. All right, here you go. Here is the next 3 batters for the Marlins. Going to be Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, and Jacob Marcy. Those guys are due up for the Marlins. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully all is well. Broadcast. I might. Again, I'd like to. I probably will broadcast the last one, though. Yeah, it looks like it's not going to be a much coverage because, again, I've been looking at what other streamers have been dealing with, and apparently, so let's just say, okay, so I was spectating. I was looking at what streamers are doing earlier for Canada and Bosnia. 40,000 people were in a room earlier that featured the video game, video game footage of Canada and Bosnia. So, yeah, most of my streamers, people like me, are getting killed. Very little people in the chat. So it doesn't seem like it's going to be worth it to cover it. And that's a shame because I really wanted to. But kind of my fears are being realized that, people that don't know what they're looking at, they just want to see the game for free. And, of course, they're not going to see that on YouTube. But, yeah, they're showing pretty much the video game footage of Canada, Bosnia. And those streams are doing very well. It's a shame. So, we'll see. We'll see. Again, I want to try to do at least one. I want to get a few, but that is definitely discouraging, though. All right. Hernandez is going to be at the plate batting .227, OPS of .671, 5 home runs, 23 RBIs on the season. As Ashcraft is ready for his second inning of work. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 97 on the fastball below the zone. 0-1 to Hernandez. Get yourself together, Lau. Yeah. Hopefully these guys get it together tonight. I'm sure they will. Again, their bats haven't been the problem. No, sir. But definitely... keep what they're doing, keep what they're putting a lot of runs up as of late. That's chopped foul 0-2. Ashcraft sets and delivers. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Breaking ball at the knees. Froze him up. Strikeout out number 1. That'll bring up Owen Casey, the former Cub, batting .215, OPS of .657, 6 homers and 33 RBIs. As Ashcraft sets, kicks, and delivers. Breaking ball upstairs. Ball 1. 1-0 to Casey. Acquired in that Edward Cabrera trade. Here is the 1-0 to Casey. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. Definitely showed some promise with the Cubs. Remember covering some Cubs games last year. Casey seemed like a bright young player. So the Marlins may have themselves a really solid piece for years to come as Emmis is inside 2-1. Of course, a slow start to the year, but we'll see how it progresses for him. 2-1 to Casey. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Tied him up there. 2-2 to Casey. Let's listen to an Eagle-esque commentator. I appreciate it. There are still people who want to listen to a pro rather than trolls. That is true. That is true. 2-2. Ashcraft sets, rocks, and fires just outside with the splitter. 3-2 to Casey. Like I said, I'll definitely get the last game because there's no scheduling conflict for that one. But I'll give it a few shots during the next few weeks. The 3-2 to Casey. That's a ground ball to second. Throws to Ashcraft covering. Oh, and Ashcraft couldn't make the catch. Went off his glove. Throw was a little bit behind. Ashcraft spiking the ball on the ground. Oh, man, not a happy camper. Ground ball again to second. Oh, throw was a little bit behind Ashcraft. Ashcraft just couldn't make the catch. I do expect a major leaguer to make the catch. However, Lau, throws it on the money. It's definitely an out. But, yeah, that's going to be a reached on error for the Pirates as Casey's on first. First pitch is outside, ball 1. Jacob Marcy at the plate batting .205. OPS of .643, 3 homers and 17 RBIs. Braves or Mets? Probably the Braves, but I would say most people are pulling for the Mets. I know you, of course, you're a big Braves fan. Here's the 1-0. That's in there. Not called a strike. It's 2-0. Let's go, Bucks. Appreciate you again, Anthony. Two and 0 is Casey over there again, chilling at first. Now there's going to be a little bit of a delay, as actually, yeah, it's a mound visit. Of course, a long mount, long walk there by Coach Murphy. And what does he do? I don't know. But anyway, let me check the chat here. FIFA banning tailgating is fascist and un-American. I would say so. I didn't even know they're banning. That's crazy. That's pretty frustrating. Don't get discouraged because there are still sports fans who like equality. And again, I appreciate it, CB. Still frustrating, of course, but yeah. If he hits like he's been fielding, things will go, yeah. And appreciate you, Richard. Thank you very much. God bless you as well. Thank you, Richard. Who do you think is winning tonight? Well, I mean, I am a Pirates fan, so maybe it's a little bit of a bias. I would say the Pirates. But, again, it's baseball. You never know. You never know. And the Pirates took a game from the Dodgers. I know most people would just expect the Dodgers to roll through the Pirates. Pirates took game 2. Pirates really had a great shot in game 3. And you take out one inning in the Pirates-Dodgers game in game 1, the Pirates won that game. It's just, you just never know. 2-0 to Marcy. That's inside. Ball 3. And Ashcraft mentioned in the first inning just looks a little bit off. And, yeah, he's kind of continuing that here in the second. Well, of course, it's probably a different story if no one's on with 2 outs. Here is the 3-0. That's off the plate, ball 4. So a 4-pitch walk to Marcy. And you have runners on first and second with just 1 out. That's why you got to hustle. Yep, too many players would have just jogged it out. That is correct. Ashcraft with 4 walks in his last 39 innings pitched, and he doesn't offer free passes much. The pitch, breaking ball in there for a called strike to Mack. Mack has 1 jack on the year. Again, only 1 homer. He's appeared in 29 games. Not really familiar with Joe Mack, to be honest with you. First time I've ever seen him. Not the first time I covered a Marlins game, but definitely the first time I've seen Mack. 0-1 count. Here is the pitch, way outside there on the splitter, 1-1. So it looks like, again, the Pirates might see a lot of the bullpen tonight because, again, Ashcraft already had 35 pitches. One and one. Ashcraft sets, rocks, and fires. That's going to be popped up, and that'll be a foul ball. It's 1-2. Weather time in the Berg. That's a good question. Good question. Currently in Pittsburgh, it is 81 degrees. Feels like 84. Will drop to the mid-70s by the conclusion of this game. I'll tell you this, where I live today, it was 95, but it felt like 108. I'm not even kidding. That's what it was. Crazy stuff. 1-2. Ashcraft looks back at Casey. Looks back again. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. 3 strikeouts now for Braxton Ashcraft. And there's 2 away. And that'll bring up the number 9 hitter, Javier Sanoja, who's batting .260, OPS of .678, 2 home runs, 24 RBIs. Wasn't bad. Canada lacked sharpness. Oh, yeah, correct. Canada, it was, Canada wasn't, I don't know. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Canada really dominated possession. Really thought they should have won. But Bosnia really defended well. It wasn't really a great game either. It was okay. 0-1 the pitch. That's going to be chopped foul. 0-2 to Sanoja. Oh and 2. Runners on first and second, 2 outs. Ashcraft again at 39 pitches. Ashcraft readies, kicks, and deals. Fastball high and in. 1-2. 98 again on the fastball. I don't know if I just heard that correctly, which it wouldn't surprise me. Here's the 1-2. That's a tapper to first. It's going to underhand it to Ashcraft. Makes the catch this time. Steps on the bag for out number 3. That'll work. Gets out of it. We go to the bottom of the second. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. But I don't know if I just heard it correctly. Probably the case that the Pirates have allowed 43 runs in their last 51 innings of work. I mean, that is just... I mean, it wouldn't shock me. We've been allowing a lot of runs as of late. It is ridiculous. Texas is very hot, yes. We get 102 today. Now it's 94. Oh, man. 2 left on. Yep. How's it going, Jeff? Welcome on in. All right. Due up for the Pirates will be Ryan O'Hearn, Nick Gonzalez, and Tyler Callahan. Again, thank you guys for tuning in tonight. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Sorry, I just took a sip of water, and that did not go down well for some reason. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you are enjoying it. Make sure to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe. It is free. It'll come back, of course, again. I promise you, it is free. Trying to get to 150 likes. Not really too sure how the turnout will be this series, to be honest with you. I imagine we'll see again. We have a few Marlins fans in the chat. With the Marlins playing all right. Again, they're only a game or game and a half, two games back of the wild card. I expect their fan base to be a little bit more active. So could be a good night. We'll see as far as all that, as far as how the chat is. But again, make sure to like and sub. It is free. Again, I got you covered for the rest of the series. And of course, again, Monday the Pirates head out west to Sacramento to take on a team formerly known as the Oakland A's. So hopefully I'll see you there for that one. All right, Ryan O'Hearn again at the plate, batting .284. OPS of .872, 10 homers, 34 RBIs. MLB leaders this season in runs per game at home. The Pirates actually #1 in all of MLB with runs per game at home, 5.64. That is over the Brewers, Yankees, Nationals, Orioles, Dodgers, everybody, Braves. That's going to be in there for a cold strike. So when the Pirates are at PNC Park, they can score some runs. The problem is they allow just as many. That is a big issue. 0-1 count. Alcantara readies, kicks, and delivers. That's a chopper to second. Throws to first for out #1. Edwards charging in, making a nice play. One away. All right, that'll bring up Speedy Gonzalez. Nick Gonzalez at the plate, batting .302, OPS of .727, 2 homers and 31 RBIs. See if he can keep it going. Hello to Jessica. How's it going, Jessica? Welcome. Welcome, hopefully. Well, thank you for watching. Hopefully your uncle is taking care of you. Here is the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 to Nicky G. How's it going, Dave? Welcome on in. Oh, and 1 Alcantara kicks and fires. That's going to be fouled back. And it's 0-2. You're my guy this year's. Gotcha. I gotcha, man. 0-2 to Gonzalez. Alcantara readies as he kicks and delivers as Gonzalez sends this to left center field. Coming in as the center fielder makes the catch for out #2. Marcy with a running catch. 2 away. That'll bring up probably the hottest hitter for the Pirates, Tyler Callahan. It's batting .385, OPS of .1733, 2 home runs, 6 RBIs. Of course, again, just recently called up, but has been tremendous. Been tremendous for the Pirates. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's upstairs, ball 1. They're discussing here the Marlins doing the very open with their signs on what they're doing. 1-0. Here is the pitch. It's going to be off the plate there, 2-0. Pitching coach. I want to say it's pitching coach. I would not know, but providing hand signals there to the catcher on what to call. So it's really not the catcher calling the game. It's Marlins dugout / analytics. 2-0 to Callahan, the pitch, and that's going to be fouled back. It's 2-1. He's crushed the Brewers pitching this week. 15 home runs in 3 games. Wow. Let's go, Miss Gina. Welcome on in. Hope we have a game. Yeah, we'll see. Here's the 2-1. Swing and a miss. Fold him with the sweeper, 2-2. To Callahan. This could cry when Gonzalez flew out. Oh, that's a shame. Two and 2 to Callahan. Alcantara rocks and fires. Checks his swing. Did he go? He did not. It's going to be full. 3-2 to Callahan. Pirates have 6 straight home games with 2+ home runs. That's the 4th time since 1901 that's happened. That's pretty cool. 3-2. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Alcantara, he's looking really good. As we go to the top of the 3rd. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. All right. Top of the 3rd for the Marlins will be Liam Hicks, Otto Lopez, and Kyle Stowers. So we'll go ahead and check out as well what's happening across Major League Baseball. All right, currently, if you want scoring, you got none. There's nobody that has scored at all. Apparently, there are, again, delays there with the Mets and the Nationals as they are hosting the Braves and Mariners, respectively. No games have concluded today as the Cubs were away. But, yeah, Padres, Orioles, 0-0. Tigers, Indians, 0-0. Rangers, Red Sox, 0-0. Nothing happening across America. So if you guys hate on soccer because there's no scoring, well, I guess you're hating on baseball too. But anyway, again, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Appreciate you, JJ. Thank you very much. Hopefully you have a good stream as well. Hopefully you guys can do something with the Brewers. Would help us out, kind of. I mean, I don't know if we realistically have a shot to win the NL Central, so maybe we actually pull for the Brewers against the Phillies, But again, thank you, JJ, for tuning in. Or, you know, again, thank you for the wishes. I know you got a game very, very soon. So good luck with your stream. Should have a good crowd. Again, the Brewers fan base can be really, really supportive. So Ashcraft, again, will take the mound for inning number 3. Already at 41 pitches. He's, again, a little bit off tonight. You can kind of just tell. So far, of course, hasn't paid for it at all. But, yeah, definitely have to settle down if he wants to go deep. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball and a diving attempt by Lau, but cannot get there in time. That is a single for Hicks. So a leadoff single for the Marlins. And that'll bring up Otto Lopez, who's 0 for 1. NBA play? Yeah, I have no idea, to be honest with you. Not really an NBA guy. Probably never will be again. So they change how they play the game. Ashcraft readies and delivers. Sweeper in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Otto Lopez. Again, with a crazy batting average. Entered the game batting .344. So pretty much Nick Gonzalez, but with a little bit extra pep in his step at the plate. 0-1 the pitch, and that's going to be hit to left, and that's going to be caught by Callahan for out number 1. Right at Callahan. Thought it was going to be more down the line. Thankfully, it was not. And that'll bring up Kyle Stowers, 1 for 1 on the night. Apparently they play tomorrow, so there you go. I was interested in the NBA. Ashcraft readies. kicks and delivers. That's a sweeper inside, ball one. Yeah, also, I mean, the ticker down below will show all games played today, so if you don't see the NBA on there, then they are probably not playing today, unless the ticker is wrong. But so far, the ticker has been on it. It's been a pleasant addition to the channel. 1-0 to Stowers, just misses outside. 2-0, 85 on the curveball. And we do have the World Cup, I believe, as well on the ticker. But there's no games happening right now. The 2-0, that's a Tepper foul. 2-1 to Stowers. Yes, Jeff. Griffin is still on the injured list. The 2-1 to Stowers. Checks his swing, does not go. 3-1. Held up in time. I was going back road, a.k.a. highways. Tuning into a 0-0 ball game in Pittsburgh. Ashcraft Reddies. Sets and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 3-2. Bob Walk is commenting how patient the Marlins are. Not really chasing out of the zone too much. Three and two as Stowers does ask for time. Let's go, Michael. Welcome on in. The 3-2, as that's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum's backing up. He's at the track. It's still going back, and he makes the catch at the warning track for out number 2. As I don't know if it's windy in Pittsburgh or whatnot, but that ball apparently just kept on going as Mangum was settling under it. Then he'd have to back up a little bit more every half second or so. So 2 outs, runner on first, and Xavier Edwards will be at the plate again. He struck out in his first appearance. Again, Callahan getting a start. Good to see that. Pitch to Edwards. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 97 on the sinker. Edwards acknowledging how good that pitch was, I suppose. Looks like it's not really windy at all. Looking at they showed a replay. And, yeah, no, the flags are kind of just chilling. So I don't know what that was all about, but just kept going. 0-1 to Edwards. Again, runner on first with 2 outs. Ashcraft Reddies kicks and fires. That's just off the plate there with the splitter. 1-1. Ashcraft wondering where that missed. Did miss considerably off the plate there. Yeah. One and one, the pitch. That's going to be kind of jammed there to center. That's going to drop in for a base hit. Mangum throws it in, tosses it in more like it. And, yeah, runners on first and second. Was still 2 outs. Yeah, kind of jammed him. Weak contact, but doesn't have to be a perfect hit. Another opportunity for the Marlins as Ashcraft again just allowing a lot of base runners. As Heriberto Hernandez, we at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. The pitch, swing and a miss, strike one, 85 on the curveball. 0-1 to Hernandez. It's going Fear the Beard. 0-1. Ashcraft kicks and deals. Ground ball to third. Gonzalez throws to second for the force for out number 3. The Pirates keep them stranded. We go to the bottom of the third. 0-0 in Pittsburgh. Marlins have left 5 on. Pirates again looking for their first hit, and hopefully it's one of these guys as Endy Rodriguez, Jake Mangum, and Jared Triolo will be up for the Pirates. Hopefully we see some more batters this inning. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, of course, leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. Again, we're closing in on 100 likes. We're at 91 likes, so thank you for that. And, of course, make sure to subscribe. Again, it is free, $0, 0 cents. It just makes sense to subscribe to Dr. Delay. And, of course, again, I'll be back tomorrow. I believe the game starts at around 4 or 5 Eastern. Let me actually double-check that to make sure. Not too sure. But I'll be back again the entire weekend. So, yeah, 4 or 5 Eastern on Saturday. And then, of course, it's the Peacock game on Sunday, which that'll be at 12:15 Eastern, 11:15 Central. So, totally understand, of course, if you're at church and I don't see it till like the 3rd or 4th inning. I totally understand that. Never apologize for missing church or, for being late because of church. Don't apologize in general. Again, life is life, right? But especially for church. But again, thank you guys for hanging out for this one. And, of course, hopefully the Pirates can get something going as Alcantara is looking really good against these Pirates. Alcantara with 2 strikeouts. So averaging a strikeout an inning. 5 left on base. They're 3 without a run. It's tough. It is. Definitely is for sure. Brazil, Morocco. Yes. There's 3 or 4 games tomorrow. That was the game I was looking at, which I don't remember what time it starts, but yeah. I think Morocco can take that game. I really do. All right, back in action here. Again, Rodriguez at the plate. Alcantara delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1, 89 on the cutter. Andy Rodriguez batting .217, OPS of .705, 1 home run, 5 RBIs on the season. Again, it's kind of dipped as of late at the plate. 0-1 to Rodriguez, as that's going to be roped to right, and that is going to drop in for a base hit. Casey couldn't get there in time. Rodriguez going to second. Throw is in, cut off. That is a leadoff double for the Pirates. And just like that, the Pirates in scoring position with their first hit of the game. Again, Rodriguez taking a 98-mile-per-hour fastball up and away. Kind of dragging it to right center. That'll work. And that'll bring up Jake Mangum, batting .295, OPS of .705, 1 homer and 10 RBIs on the season. Both of them with an OPS of .705 apparently entering this game. That's ironic. All right, Rodriguez again. That was his 3rd double of the year. As Mangum pulls back on the bunt, almost hits him. 1-0 to Mangum. Alcantara, again, only 24 pitches, so, I mean, he's on the pace to really go deep in this ball game. The Pirates are really going to have to get some base runners. Extend these innings here for him, or these pitches. 1-0 the pitch. That misses outside. 2-0, 97 on the sinker. $6 p.m. Gotcha. 2-0 as Rodriguez takes his lead. Sanoja's kind of playing in the pitch. That misses upstairs. 3-0 to the usually free-swinging Jake Mangum. And Mangum, not a guy that really walks a lot. He definitely will swing. Does a great job of just putting bat to ball. 3-0. The pitch. Pulls back on the bunt. It's in there for a called strike. 3-1 to Mangum. Let's go, Pirates. Again, appreciate you, Donna. Orville, how's it going? Like number 101. There we go. Sports 101 with Dr. Delay. 3-1 as Mangum steps back into the box. Alcantara checks on Rodriguez. The pitch, as that's a ground ball to second. It's going to move the runner. Mangum is out. So pretty much a bunt there. That'll bring up Jared Trail, is batting .229, OPS of .560, no homers and 6 RBIs on the season. Need Brandon Lowe to have a great game. Me too. That would be nice. Right now, though, not on pace to really have many. I mean, 4 at-bats maybe, hopefully. Infield is in. The pitch showing bunt. It is down. It's also foul. So it actually went backwards. So they are trying to squeeze here. I don't know. Again, with the infield in, that is very risky. Of course, Triolo, though, has just struggled at the plate. He just really hasn't figured that out. His rookie year batted .298, but since then, I mean, we've seen years for his .210, .212, you know, stuff like that. It has been rough. Rodriguez at third. Alcantara sets. The pitch, as that's a ground ball. Oh, it's past the diving shortstop, and the Pirates are on the board thanks to Jared Triolo. Good effort there by Lopez. Just couldn't get there in time. RBI single for Jared Triolo, and the Pirates lead 1-0. Hoist a cone. Cones in the chat. Por favor. Infield in again. I mean, that's... You can just hit it well. Less reaction time for the infield to make a play. And again, if he's playing... Honestly, if he's playing regular depth, I mean, he makes the play. I mean, he probably doesn't get the runner out going to home, but he definitely gets Triolo. That is inside ball one. Pardon me, Jared. Spencer Horwitz at the plate. He's 0 for 1 today. Let's go, Theo. Welcome on in. 1-0 to Horowitz. The pitch. That's in there for a called strike cutter. Backdoor him 1-1. To Spencer Horwitz. One and one. Alcantara readies, rocks and fires. Inside. Almost hits Horowitz there on the sweeper. 2-1. To Alcantara. A Tolkonum. Is that, I guess that's supposed to be Latin or something? 2-1. The pitch. That's going to be jammed, and that's going to go foul. 2-2 to Horowitz. Wonderful indeed. Thank you guys again for the cones. Ice cream cones again are definitely encouraged as well. Hyping your infield. Again, your infield's pretty solid. I'm not too sure how defensively they are, but I mean, both of them batting over 300. It's very impressive. Bonislau hitting. He is due up there fresh. He is due up after Horwitz. 2-2. Alcantara sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a ground ball to second. Oh, and he drops the ball. Throws to first for out number 2. Looked like a sure thing. Looked like Lau was going to have to wait till the 4th inning. But for some reason just dropped it. Did pick it up, though, and throw to first. But that was an easy double play. And for some reason, Edwards had some trouble with it. So Horwitz is out. And that'll bring up Brandon Lau. Struck out in his in the first appearance today. Trellis at second again. He's got some speed. Base into the outfield could double the lead. I did not mean to rhyme, but I seem to do that a lot. Here's the pitch. That's going to be outside. Ball 190 on the cutter. Latin, yes, gotcha. Big vanilla ice cream. Yeah, vanilla is really good. 1-0. The pitch. Sweeper does not catch the corner. 2-0. As a kid, I was all about chocolate ice cream, but now as an adult, vanilla out of the two main flavors. Well, if I'm ever at a carnival twist, you got to get the vanilla and chocolate twist. Soft serve ice cream. So good. 2-0 to Lau. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 2-1. 99 on the sinker. What happened? Missed the run. It was a ground ball there by Triolo that brought in Rodriguez there. Trent. Don't leave the runner hanging. Nice to bring in Triolo. We'll see. The pitch to Lau. That's fouled back. 2-2. Alcantara attacking him with back-to-back 99-mile-per-hour fastballs. Alcantara still has the velocity. 2-2 again. They're showing the Marlins. I guess that's a pitching coach again, just providing the signs out there. They are really relying on analytics for every little thing. Very interesting. Here's the 2-2. That's going to be yanked foul. 2-2. Shot glass is good. Yeah, it's good, you know. It's all right. Alcantara sets, looks back at Triolo. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out 100 miles per hour. Pirates do get a run as they lead 1-0 over the Marlins. All right. Due up for the Marlins will be Owen Casey, Jacob Marcy, and Joe Mack. Appreciate you guys again for hanging out for this one. Hopefully all is well. Again, the NL wildcard standings. Both these teams, again, still very much alive. I know, of course, we're not really halfway there yet. Almost halfway through the season, but again, these guys, again, have a chance to make something happen. Again, the Pirates, really excited for, of course. Again, that's my team. A team that can put up runs. Just needs to really work on that pitching. Needs to work on not allowing the runs. It's going confusing. Welcome on in. You've been a Pirates fan since '87, man. I was reading about this, and I don't know, man, it's like a different version of Moneyball. Yeah, we'll see how it works. Yeah, the Pirates definitely rely on analytics a lot, and I really don't like it. I think it really bites the Pirates in the butt more than it helps them. But that's just me. It is what it is. We'll check out some scores real quick. The Orioles leading 3-1 over the Padres. Tigers, Indians 0-0. Red Sox 2, Rangers 1, and the Diamondbacks, Reds 0-0 in that one. So there you go. Again, not much happening across baseball, Major League Baseball yet. Phillies and the Brewers starting very soon. That should be a big series. Dodgers, White Sox, that could be interesting as well. White Sox, kind of like the Pirates, a up-and-coming team. So the White Sox do have a little bit more wins, or at least I think they're 5 games above 500. Pirates, of course, only 1. 1-0 to Casey. Again, Casey 0 for 1 in this one. Reached on an error as Ashcraft kicks and delivers. That's going to be popped up. Shallow center. Who's got it? Triolo's backing up. Mangum calling him off and makes the catch. Mangum with a big smile to Triolo's like, hey, man, come on. Come on. What are you trying to do here? Out number 1. Ashcraft, by the way, at 57 pitches. As that'll bring up Jacob Marcy, who walked in his first appearance. The Marlins apparently 1-13 on the road when conceding the first run. Wow. Hopefully that continues, that trend continues. Hopefully it's not a jinx there by Pittsburgh Sports Nets, as that's going to be inside, almost hits Marcy. And it's 1-0 to Marcy. Thank you, Don. I appreciate it. It exposes your strategy? Yeah, probably. 1-0 the pitch. That's going to be popped up foul, 1-1. Guys talking about fish sticks. Oh my gosh, that's gross. 1-1 is that's going to be chopped foul, 1-2. Again, I'm not a seafood guy. I will eat it. My wife is really got me to try other foods. Fish sticks is something I refuse to have. I will never, ever, ever. 1-2, Ashcraft sets, kicks, and delivers. That's a breaking ball in the dirt, 2-2. 85 on the curveball. And Ashcraft, a guy that can really, I mean, he has plenty of times reached the 7th inning. Just don't see that happening. The 2-2, that's going to be tapped foul. Jacob Marcy. Look at his jersey number 87. That's more like a tight end receiver number. It's interesting. You don't really see that much from position players. 2-2 to Marcy. That is just upstairs with the fastball. 3-2 to Marcy. It's like Marcy asks for time. Let's go ahead and Seema, welcome on in. Drive safe. Drive safe there, Seema. Of course, you guys have a big game against the Brewers tonight. 3-2 the pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. That is strikeout, I want to say number 4 for Ashcraft. And that'll bring up Joe Mack, who struck out in his first appearance. I'd rather eat fish sticks than sushi. Have I had a sushi roll before? I can't remember. That's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum is backing up. He appears to be under it, and he makes the catch. For out number 3, kind of a quick inning for Ashcraft. Really needed that if he wants to try to get past the 5th inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. Pirates 1, Marlins nothing. This game kind of quick. Kind of a quick-moving game so far. Fish sticks are a poor person's steak. I guess so. I'm good. Arby's for dinner tonight. I'm not an Arby's guy. Not an Arby's guy. For me, I made some chicken salad. So that's what I'll be having after this game. But anyway, again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It's free. We're at 120 likes, trying to get to 150. I mean, there's actually a chance we get to 200 tonight, which would be pretty cool. So hopefully, again, you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Hopefully you like. Hopefully you subscribe. Again, trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. And, yeah, we have a really good shot to do it. Got to do it in 89 days. 89 days till the NFL season. That is the goal. Hopefully you'll join me on that quest. Again, all it is more sports on your YouTube feed. For those of you that haven't been here before, I call games mostly for the Pirates. I do bounce around from time to time, though as of late it's been more Pirates. But again, my appeal to you guys would be, again, if you love the NFL, I cover the NFL. I cover everybody 5 games a week. And I promise you the Steelers should not play 5 times a single week, okay? Just once. So that means 8 other teams are covered, actually 9 other teams are covered, other than the Steelers. So hopefully I see you guys there for football season. That's where the channel is at its best. That's where I'm at my best as well. Due up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn, and Nick Gonzalez. We'll see what these guys can do. As they're showing Brian Reynolds, again, robbing 2 home runs in the Dodgers series. And he did such a good job that Don Kelly pulled him from the field and made him a DH tonight. That seems about right. So Reynolds will be at the plate again. A really nice play prevented him from getting on base in the first. As here is the pitch. That's going to be off the plate there. Ball 1, 97 on the sinker. One and 0 count. Alcantara rocks and fires. Checks his swing. Apparently he went 1-1 to B-Ray. Here's the 1-1. That's going to be a tapper back to, well, it's kind of an awkward play. Throws. No, he cannot throw it. Oh, it was in between the pitcher, the first baseman, and the second baseman. Kind of a hesitation there by all of them. It is Stowers that tries to make a play, but no, sir. Yeah, that was just kind of awkward. And had to just eat it there as Reynolds again hustling down the line. That's going to be an infield single. Stowers thought about spinning and throwing. It would have probably been a very wild throw. So honestly, a smart play by Stowers to just eat it. Here's the pitch to O'Hearn. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Ryan O'Hearn. 91 on the cutter. O'Hearn is 0 for 1 on the night. Reynolds again at first with nobody out. Oh, and 1, Alcantara sets, rocks and fires. Breaking ball outside, 1-1 to O'Hearn. Rooting for the Marlins? Yep. Again, Michael, you always pull for the... if there's a team playing the Pirates, Michael will be found pulling for that team. Alcantara delivers. That's going to be a fastball. Oh, pardon me, a changeup away. 2-1, 92 on the changeup. You follow the World Cup? I do. I've watched 2 complete games, and then the South Korea game last night. I caught like about 10 minutes of it. Didn't see too much. 2-1. Alcantara sets. Man, he's actually going to step off. That was actually close. Yeah, the clock was at 0. Surprised there was no violation there. Anyway, it's 2-1 to O'Hearn. The pitch, swing and a miss. Fulton with the changeup, 2-2. Two and 2, runner on first, nobody out. As they show Azuna on the bench. That is indeed where he belongs. Alcantara sets, kicks, and fires. Called strike 3, strike him out, and O'Hearn's going to lose this challenge. Frozen there with the fastball. O'Hearn, of course, just... That's the problem the Pirates have. They just lose challenges. Again, they're dead last in challenges. So only down to 1 challenge now as O'Hearn becomes Ozuna for a moment. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, a.k.a. Speedy Gonzalez. 0 for 1 in this one. Here is the pitch. Gonzalez takes a pitch outside. Ball 186 on the sweeper. O'Hearn is really upset himself in the dugout. He's yelling and throwing things around. Not very good. Here is the 1-0 to Gonzalez as Gonzalez sends this to center field. But it's right to the center fielder who makes the catch. Out number 2. That was Marcy with the catch. So 2 away for the Pirates, and Tyler Callahan will be at the plate. He struck out in his first appearance. Here's a better team. Czech has the size. That's why it made it an interesting match for him. Alcantara sets and fires. Tapped foul. It's 0-1. Him on the bench, this guy. Too close. That is true. He is a little too close, huh? Pitches, he's at 52. Alcantara's been very efficient so far. I know, of course, he's a guy that's allowed to run, but seems like he'll be going pretty far unless the Pirates can get something going. Pickoff attempt, but Reynolds is back safe and sound. Oh, and 1 count. Alcantara delivers. Yanked foul. It's 0-2. Never remember. She is incorrect. She is incorrect. I understand that's usually how it is for me because I live in the middle of nowhere. So I get the very worst signal possible. And a delay that is unbelievable, but that is incorrect. That is not why I call Dr. Delay. 0-2 count to Callahan. The pitch that's going to be taken outside. 1-2, 88 on the slider. What's he mad? I don't know, Niz. He was just raging. Probably at himself. I'd hope it's at himself. Can't be mad at the machine. Here's the 1-2. Called strike 3. Struck him out. Froze him there. So, yeah, how many strikeouts is that? That's going to be 4 strikeouts now for... No, 5 strikeouts for Alcantara. As we go to the top of the 5th. Pirates leading 1-0 over the Marlins. Usually larger. Yeah, no, they're all built different over there, literally. In the Czech Republic. All right, Tigers, Indians 0-0 in the bottom of the second. Red Sox 2, Rangers 1 in the bottom of the second. The Orioles leading 3-2 over the Padres in the bottom of the second. The Diamondbacks Red 0-0 there. At the end of 1, the Yankees and the Blue Jays 0-0. Dodgers, White Sox 0-0. Phillies, Brewers 0-0 there. Still a delay there in New York and Washington. Interesting. All right, that's your scoreboard update brought to you by, well, nobody. No sponsors yet. Probably won't happen till 2027. It's okay, though. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure, again, to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. And, of course, again, I've got coverage for this series this entire weekend. I'll be back tomorrow at 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central, and, of course, on Sunday at 12:15 Eastern Time, 11:15 Central for the conclusion of the series. So hopefully, again, I'll see you guys there. Hopefully you subscribe. Hopefully you find out that it's free. It is. It is free. And we're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Think of it more as a follow button, not an actual subscription. South Korea was decidedly a better team versus European. I mean, I guess so, and they usually do well. I mean, I remember they beat Germany 2-0 a few years ago in Russia. Actually, it wasn't a few years ago. That was 8 years ago at this point. Jeez, time flies. I'm getting old. All right, due up for the Marlins going to be Javier Sanoja, Liam Hicks, and Otto Lopez. And actually, that was apparently Sandy Alcantara's 1,000th strikeout in Major League Baseball, so congratulations to him. Again, he's been really good for a while. Of course, again, the last few years hasn't been the same. But still, I mean, hey, he's reliable. The 1-0 to Sanoja, that's going to be chopped foul, 1-1. Ashcraft, by the way, again, he is, I believe, around mid-60s on the pitches. Not too sure yet. I'll be sure to provide the accurate number here. This is pitch number 68. Here's the 1-1 to Sanoja. That's downstairs, 2-1. Cannot wait to tell her she is wrong. Yes, it is a play on my real name. That is what it is. Here's the 2-1 to Sanoja. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Sanoja's going back to the dugout, but it's only 2 strikes. 2-2 to Sanoja. Go Dead Sox, yeah. The 2-2 way outside, 3-2 to Javier Sanoja. Ashcraft again at 70 pitches. Three and two. Ashcraft shakes off a sign. Will pitch anyway. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be chopped foul. Count is still full, 3-2. There's a chance. I mean, I don't want to jinx it, of course. That's kind of what I do here, but there's a chance he pitches in the 6th. Thank you. Oh, yeah, no problem, Lel. Appreciate it. Thank you for tuning in. The 3-2. Downstairs ball 4. Sanoja and the Marlins with a good eye. They are really working the counts. Again, Ashcraft, not a guy that walks a lot either. That is 2 walks for him tonight. That'll flip the lineup over for Liam Hicks, who was 1 for 2 in tonight's ball game. By gameplay. Yeah, no, I got you, CB. I got you. But maybe that's just an illusion, though. Again, Italy's supposed to be better, but they just keep losing. Maybe we just got to accept that Italy's just not good anymore. It's 3 straight World Cups. At that point, you are what you are. Ashcraft readies. Sets. And fires. That's going to be downstairs. Ball 1. Missing on the curveball. 1-0 to Ashcraft. Got some rain in the D.C. area. Nationals game may or may not play. Not too sure. 1-0 to Hicks. Runner on first, nobody out. The pitch. And that's going to be ripped foul. Good contact there, but 1-1 to Hicks. Ashcraft checks on the runner. The pitch. Checks the swing. Did he go? Did not, apparently. Rodriguez does not agree. We'll check the side view, and I think he may have went. It was close, but I guess it's close enough to where it's up to the umpire. 2-1 to Hicks. Ashcraft kicks and delivers just outside. Called a strike. Favorable call for the Pirates. Really the first missed call that he's made tonight. To be honest with you, this umpire's been really good. I don't think he's missed a single pitch. 2-2 to Hicks. Ashcraft readies, kicks, and delivers. That's yanked once again, foul. 77 pitches now for Ashcraft as that continues to rise. Umpire, a little bit of a delay. I don't know what happened there. Umpire was walking towards the Marlins dugout. I don't think he said anything to him. I don't know if that was just... I don't know what happened there. 2-2. The pitch, as that's going to be sent out to right. Backing up is O'Hearn. That's going to be high off the wall. O'Hearn with it, throws it in. Lau with it. And it's second and third, nobody out. Hicks gave it a good ride. And the Marlins now threatening here in the fifth. That'll bring up Otto Lopez, who's 0 for 2 tonight. Marlins are cooking as Ashcraft sets and delivers. That's going to be downstairs, ball one. Again, these Marlins they're not chasing. They have a really good eye at the plate. Ashcraft sets. The Marlins taking really big leads. The pitch, that's going to be a Tepper foul. It's 1-1. I imagine the Pirates would probably have someone warming up, but of course that's what I would do, not necessarily what Kelly would do. Ashcraft again just hasn't been able to make a miss. I don't know if that's just the Marlins or the Marlins just have a really good scouting report on Ashcraft. I'm not too sure, but here's the pitch. That's just outside. Call the strike. Lopez going to challenge, and he's probably going to win. Marlins, again, they just seem to have a really good eye at the plate. So it's going to be 2-1 to Lopez. Two and 1 to Lopez. Runners on second and third, nobody out. The pitch, and that's a ground ball, and that is a foul ball. 2-2 to Lopez. We're going to count. Yeah, you guys are doing a really good job of that. Hopefully that's just an anomaly, so I don't want to see that again. Cruise out 4-6. I would not know. I hope. I hope not. Hopefully it's sooner than that. 2-2. Ashcraft readies. Sets and fires. Checks the swing. Did he go? Did not go. And we'll see the replay. Lopez. Yeah, no, he definitely didn't go. Three and 2. Ashcraft sets. The pitch. That's a tapper. Up the middle. That's going to score a run. Trailer throws to first. He is out. But, yep, it is a tie game. Lopez does his job. It is now 1-1. Runner moves to third. And that'll bring up Kyle Stowers, who was 1 for 2 tonight. Lopez, again, was hustling down the line. Only out by half a step as well. Good stretch by Horowitz to make that happen. Infield is in. The pitch. Ground ball, foul ball. 0-1. Seems like these Marlins, again, they just really working the counts tonight, and it's just shocking. And Ashcraft usually good to go 6, honestly. He's been really that guy this year, 6, and sometimes gets into the 7th inning as that's going to be yanked into right. That's going to drop in. The Marlins lead 2-1. So the Pirates offense going to have to get something going and try to figure out Alcantara. The Marlins are starting to get it together here on Ashcraft. And that'll bring up Xavier Edwards, 1 for 2 tonight. He readies and delivers. Shows bunt. It is down. It is also foul. That was close. That was teetering between foul and fair and foul. Let's go on, Jay. Welcome on in. Yeah, 10-day IL, but obviously Griffin's been on the 10-day IL for like 2 weeks now. ESPN says Cruz is out till July 10th. What the heck? Well, I hope that's not the case. 0-1 to Edwards. Ashcraft readies, kicks and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. It's 0-2 to Braxton. Xavier Edwards. Ashcraft again at 88 pitches. Just tuning in, Marlins leading 2-1 over the Pirates. They've scored 2 in this inning, looking for more. Pirates looking to keep it 2-1 and, of course, get their bats going. Wilbur Dotel is warming up for the Pirates. Look to redeem himself after Tuesday. That was a rough outing. But 0-2, that's inside 1-2 to Edwards. Here 10 days this morning. Well, I hope that's the case. ESPN can be wrong, but that is pretty crazy. I have not heard that broken hand thing. The 1-2, ground ball to first, possible double play. There's one, there is two, a double play. Good stuff by Horowitz. Throwing it back to second, of course, stepping back on the bag immediately for the return throw. We go to the bottom of the 5th. Marlins taking the lead 2-1 over the Pirates. Due up for your Pirates will be Andy Rodriguez, Jake Mangum, and Jared Triolo. Hopefully, again, the Pirates can get something going. Again, thank you guys for tuning in. Hopefully, all is well. Burley, again, appreciate you, man. Everyone tag that like. We're at 141 likes, trying to get to 150. Possible we get to 200, which would be really cool. Hola, Manny. Hoy gana mi equipo. No. Manny's a Marlins fan. Again, thank you, Manny, for tuning in. But yeah, make sure again to subscribe to the channel. It is free. Trying to build this channel, trying to get to 10,000 subscribers. We're closing in on 9,350. That would be pretty good. Again, I've been getting my butt kicked with the Dodgers and Braves series. Not really getting many subs, but again, like I said, there's a lot of content creators, a lot of streamers out there for the Dodgers, Braves. As far as the Marlins, I don't think there's a Marlins play-by-play guy. So again, it really just depends on how the Marlins fan base is, but it seems to be pretty good. Again, we got a few Marlins in the chat, so we'll see. Again, this game, of course, not over for the Pirates fans that are already screaming the season is over. Again, a reminder that the Pirates, as of today, just a game out of the wild card race. So, yeah, still plenty of time. If you think the Pirates cannot make up a game with over 100 to go, then I think that's more of a you thing. That is not what I meant to press. All right, we are back in action here. Andy Rodriguez will be at the plate. He doubled in his first appearance. We have a very interesting guy out there in the left. Don't know why that was on my screen. Here's the pitch to Rodriguez. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Endy. 97 on the sinker again. Alcantara at 56 pitches. Pirates really need to start getting, working the counts and just start getting to him. He is clearly knows these Pirates as Rodriguez sends this to right center. Back at the wall is Casey. Back, it is gone. Endy Rodriguez clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Endy Rodriguez with his second home run of the season gives the Pirates the second run of the game. Ties it up 2-2. Hoist another cone. Rodriguez again had a double in his first appearance. He seems to have a pretty good read on Alcantara. And that'll work. Hopefully he can share some knowledge with the rest of the team. As that'll bring up Jacob Mangum, who was 0 for 1 today. Here's the pitch. That's going to be way outside. Ball 1 to Mangum. And the Pirates just tuning in. The Pirates just tied it up off of Endy Rodriguez. Home run. Good stuff. Here's the 1-0 to Mangum. That's going to be outside. 2-0. Back-to-back misses there by Alcantara. Two and 0. Alcantara shakes him off. Doesn't like that sign. And yeah, the catcher can have a chat with Alcantara. Alcantara not liking what the catcher and the, I guess again, the dugout. Not really the catcher. The catcher's not calling the game. It's the dugout. It seems to be on a different page here. Then he sent me a report here of O'Neal Cruz. Sidelined for about a month. Oh, wow. Interesting. I'll have to look into that. 2-0 the pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 2-1. 91 on the changeup. And thank you, Russell, for tuning in. Appreciate you, man. Trisk is not happy that the Pirates just tied it up. Here is the pitch. That's going to be off the plate. 3-1. That is crazy. Trisk is saying, son of a biscuit, after the Pirates just homered. How does that even... What is this guy? This guy claims to be a Pirates fan. 3-1 to Mangum. Alcantara rocks and fires. Breaking ball outside. Ball 4. So, man, that's a rare walk for Mangum, by the way. Again, his on-base percentage not much higher than his batting average. But he will take first. Again, the Pirates don't really have many steals, you know, ever since Griffin and Cruz have both went out. So maybe Mangum might be on the move here. As Jared Trell will be at the plate. He's 1 for 1. And this one, again, knocked in an RBI and running Rodriguez earlier. Here's the pitch as Triolo gets under it and sends it to right. Casey is there and makes the catch, throws it to second, then keeps Mangum at first. That'll flip the lineup over to the Pirates, and Spencer Horwitz will be at the plate. He's 0 for 2 tonight. Thanks for all the streams and great community to use sports to bring us together. Let's get you to 10,000 subs. Go Phillies and Buccos too. Appreciate you, Brian. Thank you very much for being a member and supporting the channel now. I really do appreciate that. Here's the pitch to Horwitz. That's going to be in there. Mangum thought about going to second. Does not. 0-1 to Horwitz. A little concerned about Cruz, but Pirates still got the bats. For sure, that is true. But again, you know, without Cruz and without Griffin, the base stealing threat is obviously that's kind of gone. Of course, they can take an extra base too. You know, whenever it comes to outfield hits, they can score. You know, you send to the outfield, they can score from first to home. Really, Griffin could. Maybe Cruz used to. Maybe not anymore. The 0-1 swing and a miss, strike 2. 0-2 to Horwitz again. Runner on first with 1 out. Vamos Marlins. No, Vamos Pirates. 0-2. Horowitz will ask for time. Alcantara, by the way, at 65 pitches. Oh and 2. The pitch. That's going to be sent to the left. That's going to hook foul. He was predicting the Pirates will win. The Marlins are going to make him earn it. Yep. Well, I hope you are correct. I mean, yeah, the Marlins, yeah, no, I mean, the Marlins are a good team. Much better than advertised, for sure. Again, the hottest team in June, apparently. 8-2. The last 10 is that's going to be popped up. Does this go foul? Third baseman is under it, and he makes the catch, so it did not go all the way out of play. 2 outs. Going to bring up Brandon Lau, is 0-2. Struck out twice tonight, so Alcantara has his number. Can Lau get one on Alcantara before he eventually exits? Alcantara readies. And delivers. Mangum goes to second. And the throw is, oh, it's off of Mangum. It hit him in the face. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my gosh, Mangum. Hopefully that was the glove that hit him in the face. But, oh, my gosh. Mangum immediately grabbed his face. He is up and standing. Oh, it went off. So the ball went off the glove. And then so at least it hit the glove first. That could have been way worse. Oh my gosh. Oh man, just inches away from the eye too. Oh, that could have been so bad. Thank goodness he's okay. Yeah, just took a baseball to the face. Don't know if he's gonna. Looks like he's going to stay in. Might have a bruise, though, tomorrow. Or maybe in about 30 minutes or so. Good thing he has eye black on because it's going to blend in. So Mangum's in scoring position. Alcantara looks back at Mangum, the pitch. That's going to be fouled back 1-1. And thank you, user. I appreciate your support. This is the lineup they should go with. Yes, no, you are correct. This is the best it's going to get. 1-1. Alcantara delivers outside. 2-1. Against Pichando de los Marlins. Sandy Alcantara. Yeah, that hurts. That is rough, Anthony. 2-1. The pitch, swing and a miss, 2-2. 99 of the fastball. Again, that was elevated. Lau seems to not have a good read on Alcantara. Wilbert Hotel is warming up in the Pirates bullpen. I imagine he'll be out there for the 6th. Two and 2 to Lau. Alcantara sets, rocks, and fires. Checks his swing outside, ball 3. 99 there in the sinker. Base runners should just wear goalie masks. I mean, it's not a bad idea. 3-2. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. A sweeper there with a lot of break at the end. Lau able to make contact. Still full. And he likes Alcantara. Yep. Let's go, Brandon. Is Kelly ready to go against the analytics? That is true. I don't know. 3-2 count. Alcantara rocks and fires. Ground ball to second. Edwards with it throws to first for out number 3. All right, well, Endy Rodriguez ties it up there with a solo shot to lead off the inning. It is 2-2 in Pittsburgh. Best of this game has yet to come. Due up for the Marlins will be Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, and Jacob Marcy. And again, I do expect the Pirates to bring out Wilbur Dotel. Wouldn't shock me though if they bring out Ashcraft for a batter or two. I wouldn't hate that move, but again, as soon as he allows somebody to get on base, you got to take him out. Just not his best night, but again, only 2 earned. You know, that's still pretty good, obviously, but really the Marlins did a good job of just extending the at bats, not chasing out of the zone. So, yeah, that's what happened. All right, anyway, the Indians leading 2-1 over the Tigers. Red Sox leading 2-1 over the Rangers. Orioles leading 6-2 over the Padres. The Reds leading 1-0 over the Diamondbacks. Blue Jays 3, Yankees 0. Brewers leading 2-0 over the Phillies. The Dodgers leading 2-1 over the White Sox. And the Astros and the Royals 0-0. I just realized, what the heck, it took me... Oh, it's showing the ad. I'm probably going to get flagged for that too. Give me a sec. Why did it... Did I click the 3D? There's no way I did. So give me a sec. I'm probably going to get in trouble for showing that dang ad. It's still stupid that I even get in trouble for that, but it is what it is. Oh, look forward to that tomorrow. Let's go, Miss Tina. Welcome on in. Need this win. The Pirates do. We really do. World Cup games and NFL stadiums. Yep. Go Pirates. Win-win. Appreciate you, Roberto, for tuning in. We need something. Baseball seems to be the one sport that uses analytics more than any other. I mean, everyone else uses it, but, you know, yeah, it does seem like the baseball uses it more. Well, Wilbur Dotel is going to be the new pitcher for the Pirates. Again, he's been kind of trending downward as of late. 4.32 ERA. Opponent batting average of 197. Again, really good stuff as far as not allowing hits, but again, has been roughed up. So we'll see if he can bounce back against these Marlins as Heriberto Hernandez is at the plate. The pitch downstairs, ball 195 on the fastball. 1-0 to Hernandez. One and 0. Dotel sets, kicks, and deals. That's going to be yanked to left. That's going to drop in for a base hit. That's probably going to be 2 bases for Hernandez. He's going to second. That is a leadoff double for the Marlins. So that is a toughie there for the Pirates as Hernandez dabs over there at second. And that'll bring up Owen Casey, who I believe is 0 for 2 today. Dotel sets, looking to get himself going here, trying to get his confidence back, because that's going to be outside ball 197 on the fastball. Let's go on Pittsburgh. Pat, welcome on in. 1-0. Dotel looks back at Hernandez. The pitch, checks the swing. It's in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Casey. Moneyball proves it can work in baseball. Well, Moneyball proved it can work 25 years ago. It's not really that anymore. Not 2001, 2002. 1-1 the pitch. That's going to be, oh, chopped off Casey. Casey, second baseball. Not too sure where it hit him, but it definitely hit him somewhere, and he is not feeling too great. He is walking it off. Still 1-2 to Casey. Weather tonight is about 78 degrees right now. Looks like Casey hit it off his foot. Meliota, go Pirates. Pirates, again, thank you very much for tuning in, Melly. 1-2, Dotel readies. Looks over at Hernandez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Good bounce back there by Dotel. He really needed it. All right, and that'll bring up Jacob Marcy, who struck out and walked in his appearances today. Might be the last inning for Alcantara. Yeah, we'll see. He's pitched really well. The pitch to Marcy. That's going to be upstairs. Call the strike. Pirates getting a call 0-1 to Marcy. Oh and 1. Dotel looks back at Hernandez. The pitch. Ground ball to second. Lau with it, throws to first for out number 2. Moves the runner, though, to third. So productive out there for the Marlins. And that'll bring up Joe Mack, who is 0 for 2 tonight. Right off the big toe, yep. It was not good there for Casey. Hernandez is jogging halfway down. Really being aggressive. Dotel, and oh, they're going to pitch clock violation, so Dotel, it's going to be 1-0 to Mack. Oh, that's tough. That is tough. Dotel came to a setting and just wouldn't pitch. Man. 1-0 to Mack. Now a pitch being thrown. The pitch. Checks his swing, and just like that, it's 2-0. Hello from Vegas. How's it going, Douglas? Welcome on in. Chris, it says so right here. We got a scoreboard on the screen there. 2-2 is your score here tonight at Pittsburgh. The 2-0. That's in the dirt. Ball gets somewhat behind him, but Hernandez doesn't go. 3-0 to Mack. to Mack. Hernandez takes his lead. Dotel readies and delivers. That's going to be popped up. Is this playable? It will not be. That's a souvenir for the crowd here at PNC, or here, there, I should say. I'm not there. I am here. They are there. Mizrowski, 3 innings, 8 strikeouts. That is ridiculous. Anyone else impressed with Al coming back after the knee injury? It seemed like he was going to be out for some time. Luckily, yeah, he's back. Yeah, that was really scary. 3-1 to Mack, the pitch. That's downstairs, ball 4. So Mack draws a walk, his first time on base tonight. And that'll bring up Javier Sanoja, who's 0 for 1 with a walk in this one. Come on, Pirates. We need it, Burley. We need it. We need to keep it 2-2. Marlins knocking on the door. Runners on the corners. 2 outs. Dotel sets. Kicks and delivers. That's going to be outside. Ball 197 on the fastball. And Rodriguez going to have a chat with Dotel. Dotel again coming off a walk. And, of course, that one was kind of wildly there. Like the mound visit is over again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. It is free. We crossed 157. We're trying to get to 175 at this point, so make sure to like. Flip that 5 into that 1 spot. Make sure that 7 goes into the 10 spot there. 175 would be pretty good. Maybe we get to 200. And again, make sure to subscribe. It is free. It is free. Trying to get to 10,000 by September. The 1-0 to Sanoja, as that's going to be sent out to center field. Mangum is running backwards, and he makes the catch. So the Marlins strand 2 again as we go to the bottom of the 6th. 2-2 in Pittsburgh. That will work. That will work. Go Pirates. Appreciate you, Big K, for hanging out. Due up for the Pirates will be Brian Reynolds, Ryan O'Hearn, and Nick Gonzalez. See what the 3, 4, 5 hitters can do for the Pirates. World Cup starting in 40 minutes for those of you also interested in that. I will be watching for a little bit. Probably watch for as much as I can. Not too sure how much, but I'll watch this. I don't know. I'll probably watch the whole thing, to be honest with you. But again, feel free to chat down below. Talk about whatever you like. I try to respond to as many comments as I can. Would anyone be surprised if the Pirates finish below 500? Well, again, half the chat already thinks that, Roberts. I mean, that's... I don't know. I do not know what to tell you. I guess, again, the thing that just bothers me with just the comments like that, it's just like... It's like no one gives this team a chance. No one gives the Pirates a chance. When in reality, again, they're only a game back of a current wild card spot. They have, again, despite how it seems as of late, they still have one of the best run differentials in all of baseball. I mean, obviously there's levels to that. The Braves, Dodgers, Yankees in a league of their own. But after that, the Pirates are in that next tier. So even with how bad the pitching has been, the Pirates are still, of course, above 500, still a game back in the wild card, and still can put up runs. So it does. Hopefully you don't mean. Hopefully you don't think I'm attacking. I just hate that. I just hate. Genuinely, I hate the negativity, the pessimism of the Pirates. These are not the Pirates of the last 20 or so years. Much different team. The pitch is Reynolds sends this to center. And that's going to be caught for out number 1. Alcantara, by the way, still in the game. He's at 75 pitches. So, yeah, I could see him coming out for the 7th. I mean, he has just been on a very good pace in this one. Ryan O'Hearn at the plate, 0 for 2 tonight. Again, Alcantara has really clamped down on these Pirates. Andy Rodriguez is really the only one that's done damage. He has scored both runs tonight for the Pirates. The pitch, that's inside ball 1. 1-0 to O'Hearn. One and 0. Here is the pitch, and that's going to be a fastball at the knees for a called strike 1-1. Join the stream on vacation. There we go. Sounds very good. 1-1. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's going to be fouled off of O'Hearn. It's going to be 1-2. 86 wins. I'll take it, Roy. I'll take it. It's all about the trade deadline and getting healthy. That is, yes, got to get healthy. Pirates, again, they're out a plethora of players. And, of course, I mean, if the Pirates are still in it, which I do expect them to be in about a month or so, they'll add some arms. They should. I'm sure the front office is aware of what the problem is for these Pirates. 1-2 to O'Hearn. The pitch. That's going to be, chopped foul again. Still 1-2. Over 8.5. I would say no, Sergio, but I could be wrong. Pitching has been terrible, and yet they're still above 500. So despite how bad they've been, they're still one game back of the wild card. 1-2. That's going to be a tapper back to Alcantara. Lobs it to first for out number 2. 2 away here in the bottom of the 6th, and that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, 0 for 2 in this one. Speedy Gonzalez going to take a break. Maybe he thinks he's the bad luck. He's just going to chill and watch Nick take his place at the plate. Ashcraft, he was probably in the 90s, honestly. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's going to be a sweeper in there for a called strike 0-1. One to Gonzalez. Alcantara kicks and delivers. That's a ground ball to third. Sanoja throws to first, And 1, 2, 3 go the Pirates. We go to the top of the 7th, 2-2 in Pittsburgh. Due up for the Marlins will be Liam Hicks, Otto Lopez, and Kyle Stowers. All right, we'll check out again what's happening across Major League Baseball. All right. All right, again, the Indians leading 2-1 over the Tigers. Red Sox 2, Rangers 1, Orioles 6, Padres 2, Brewers 2, Phillies nothing. The Blue Jays over the Yankees 5-0 there. The Reds and the Diamondbacks 1-1. Dodgers 2, White Sox 1, Cardinals 1, Twins 1, Astros 4, Royals nothing. St. pitch count, he's at 81. He's looking really good. Placed $3 bet at the beginning of the year for the Pirates to win the World Series. Okay, so yeah, that's definitely on the other end of the spectrum there, user. I mean, I'd love to believe that, but I just don't see it. But good luck for sure on that one. Pirates make a move to keep Skeens long term. It'll change my view. Well, I don't know what that has to do with this year. Like I said, I don't know. I mean, it's the people that are just down on this team. You know, you can take those comments to Facebook. It's not like I'm a cheerleader. I don't cheer everything. I don't know how long you've tuned in, Robert, but I assure you, I've been very critical of this team. This team, again, has really frustrated me. The decisions Kelly has made and all that, but there's also people that are just miserable, preying on the Pirates' downfall. Like I said, you can just take those comments to Facebook. You'll fit in right well over there. Hicks going to be leading off for the Marlins, 2 for 3 on the night. And again, I expect Dotel will be on the mound for his second inning of work as he looks to build some confidence and try to keep this a 2-2 game. That's a slider backdooring there. Called strike, 0-1 to Liam Hicks. Oh and 1 the pitch. That's going to be off the plate. 1-1 to Liam Hicks. You think he'll come back out? Alcantara, I see him coming back out. I would be shocked if he did not, to be honest with you. Here's the 1-1. That misses upstairs. 2-1. But I don't know. I haven't really watched much of the Marlins this year. I don't know how they operate. I've watched, 4 or 5 games. It has been like a month since I've covered a Marlins game, so I genuinely would not know. 2-1, the pitch, and that's going to be off the plate. 3-1. Bob Walk and Craig Brown are showing baseball cards. That should tell you what type of game it is. This is not a blowout. The 3-1. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 3-2. It's been 10 years since the Pirates were above 500 at the All-Star break. They were 46-43 in 2016. Yep, it's been a while. It's been a while. That team did not make the playoffs. Did not have good pitching, I believe. I actually don't recall how that went. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 4. So walks Hicks. Got to bring up Otto Lopez, who is 0 for 3, but has an RBI. Hope our big lefty bats are saving up for some late game heroics for sure. They are struggling, yes. Good teams too. Yeah, I know. I totally hear you. Not a hater, just tired of being harped. I trust me. I hear you 100%. But again, this team is different than the past iterations of the Pirates. It's not even close. I mean, I'm sure you know how the Pirates' offense has been. We all know how their batting is, or pitching is. As that's a butt back to Dotel, throws to first, and he is safe. An infield single there for Lopez, and just like that, it's runners on first and second. Nobody out. The Marlins, again, they just find a way to get on base. That is close. But yeah, he's going to be safe. They're not going to challenge. And Kyle Stowers, we have to play. He's 2 for 3 on the night. Marlins looking to get some more runs. Dotel sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Stowers does not like the call. I was hoping he would challenge. 0-1 the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. Fold him with the slider. 0-2 to Stowers. Cruz in center field. I mean, he's looked better as of late, but he's hurt right now anyway. But he's looked a little bit, but he's improving. He really has come a long way from the first month or so of the season. That was atrocious. That was really bad. The 0-2. And, well, that should have been strike 3. Not called a strike. Rodriguez thought about challenging, did not. What a challenge that would have been. Pirates are really good at challenging things they shouldn't and not challenging things they should. They really need to work on that. I mean, I cannot stress that enough as well. 1-2. Dotel sets and delivers just inside. 2-2. Who's winning? It is 2-2. Like I said, there is a scoreboard on the screen. The screen provides the information. 2-2. The pitch. And that's going to be sent to left. That's going to be a foul ball. Appreciate you, Brandon, for tuning in. Marlins are scrappy. Yeah, Marlins. Again, they are 8-2 in the last 10. They are a team that is on a tear. Running into the Pirates, who are not on a tear. They are struggling as of late. The 2-2. That's downstairs, ball 3. Count is full to Dotel. And I imagine there's someone in the bullpen for the Pirates, but who knows? Three and 2. Dotel readies. Rocks and fires. Outside, ball 4. Walked him. So the count is now full. Again, it goes back to that pitch. Rodriguez knew it was a strike. Just didn't challenge. Montgomery's just now starting to get loose. So good to see the Pirates being proactive and waiting for the bases to get loaded to start warming up pitchers. Again, just the indecisions of this guy. Really frustrating. And here comes the pitching coach. Try to calm him down, I guess. Just frustrating. How's it going, Fish? Usually when things are getting bad, Fish will tune in and let me know about it. Turn a triple play 100%. That's what's got to happen. Your second favorite team? Well, that's cool. Roberto is your favorite player of all time. Just want to show love. Appreciate you, man. Roberto Clemente, definitely a legend for sure. Keller leaving Dotel, yeah, for sure. He's, again, it just seems like he has no pulse for what's happening on the field. That's what's frustrating. Obviously, yeah, we can complain about the pitching for sure. But who is making these decisions to bring in certain guys and waiting for things to get out of hand? It is indeed the manager, Don Kelly. So bases are now loaded again. Nobody out. So force at any base, ideally. You could play at home, or maybe you strike out Edwards, but I'm sure that's harder to do. Oh, yeah, struck out already. Here's the pitch. That's going to be downstairs. Called a strike. Edwards doesn't like the call, and he really shouldn't have because, yeah, that was below the zone, but we'll take it. 0-1 to Edwards, and he's 1 for 3 on the night. Oh and 1 the pitch, and that's downstairs. It's 1-1 to Xavier Edwards. I think this team would be better without Kelly. I agree. I concur. I concur. 1-1. Dotel sets and delivers. That's going to be sent out to center field. That's going to score a run. Mangum catches it, throws it to third, and it's 3-2 Marlins. Sacrifice fly. Runners stay put at first and second. And there's one away, and that'll bring up Heriberto Hernandez, 1 for 3 in the ball game. Kelly's doing her upper management. Probably a combination of both. Definitely a combination of both. All right, Dotel again still on the mound as he will face Hernandez. He readies. Checks on the runner and delivers. Swing and a miss. Strike one. 0-1 to Hernandez. Got two pitchers now warming up for the Pirates. Mason Montgomery, the lefty, and Antoine Kelly, the righty. He was just called up. He was called up at midnight last night. They sent down Brandon Benoit for those interested. Pickoff attempt. Lopez is safe at second. Someone in the bullpen for the Marlins. They have not shown anybody. I do not think so, but they have not specified any information to me. Here's the pitch. That's going to be hit, and that gets past Gonzalez. Charging in is Callahan. He throws it to third, and that is now 4-2 Marlins. Went off of Gonzalez's glove. Let's see what happened here. A leaping attempt by Gonzalez could not get there. And the Marlins now lead 4-2. All right, that'll bring up Casey, who's 0 for 3, as Casey sends this to center field. Backing up is Mangum. That ball is off the wall. And that's going to score another run, maybe two. Mangum throws it in. It is now 6-2 Marlins. Unbelievable. Again, the Pirates bullpen just doing some of the best work you'll ever see when it comes to allowing runs. 6-2 Marlins. And Dotel is just cooked at this point. Don't know what happened to him. He was really solid. And then just lately, he just allows runs at will. So there you go. It is now 8 runs. So yeah, I guess the over 8.5 may hit after all. Did not look like it would. Here's the pitch to Marcy. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. Casey, that was his 10th double of the year. Here's the 0-1 showing. Bunt pulls back. It's in there for a called strike. 0-2 to Marcy. Oh, and 2. That's going to be out. They didn't show the pitch, but Marcy's out. I don't know what just happened. It looks like a strikeout. I'm not going to do a woohoo there. Marlins manager not happy with something. Again, I don't know. I couldn't tell you. All right, here's the actual replay. And breaking ball in the dirt. Home plate umpire ruled him out. And, he clearly went. So I don't know why the manager of the Marlins is getting upset. So Dotel, after he strikes out a guy, is yanked. Dotel, of course, on the hook for the loss now at this point. But, of course, the Pirates, hey, once you get to the bullpen, they can do some damage. But the problem is Alcantara is probably going to pitch the 7th. Some people are just good for one outing. Dotel is a starter, a starter. But, yeah, I mean, I agree with Fish. And after his last outing, yeah, you take what you can get from Dotel, build his confidence, and save it. Just keep that going. I totally hear you. Can the Pirates get 3? They can, for sure. They can for sure. So pitching change again. Appreciate you guys for tuning in. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the broadcast. Make sure again to leave a like. Make sure to sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 175 likes, so thank you for that. Trying to get to 200 if we can. There's a chance it could happen. There is a chance. So thank you guys again for that. Make sure again to subscribe to the channel. It is free. We hit 9350, so I appreciate you guys for that. That is awesome. Again, we're trying to get to 9,400 as soon as possible, and of course 9,500, 96, 97. You know how it works. You know how it works. Trying to get to again 10,000 subscribers. So again, if you haven't subbed and you're tuning in, subscribe. It is free. Says so again right there. Not too sure they're going to bring in for Dotel. Looks like it's going to be Antoine Kelly. So he's going to be making his Major League debut. Oh, the game is not over. Oh, 100%. 100% not over. Antoine Kelly again making his MLB debut at AAA this year. 4.50 ERA. Again, he's a starter. So we'll see what Kelly can do. Kelly bringing in Kelly. Apparently his fastball can touch 100. We'll see what he can do against Mack. Again, Mack is 0 for 2 at the walk tonight. Runner on second with 2 outs. Kelly delivers as that is crushed to right. And that ball is foul. Oh my gosh, that ball went out of the ballpark. So that's definitely a confidence booster for Kelly. Joe Mack just sent a jack out of the ballpark. Luckily, that was a foul ball. Oh my gosh. 0-1 to Mack. Here's the pitch as that's crushed to right again. That's a foul ball. Oh my gosh, 0-2. But hey, you know, all these good hits, hey, they're foul, so they're counted as strikes. Oh, and 2 counts. Kelly delivers as that's popped up. Shallow left on the run. Who is it? It's going to be Triolo makes the catch. All right. Well, hey, we go to the bottom of the 7th. Marlins leading 6-2 over the Pirates. All right. Well, actually, no, I'm not going to check out the scores. Yeah, we'll do that at the end of the next inning. Due up for the Pirates going to be Tyler Callahan, Andy Rodriguez, and Jake Mangum. So lefty, switch hitter. And I do expect Alcantara to be out there for the bottom of the 7th. Though, again, with the lead that they have, they may, I don't know, they might go to the pen, which would be good. That'll be good. No run to foul yet. Foul ball. Foul by Ansel Eyelash, this guy. That was tough. A long strike is still a strike. That is very much true. That is very much true. All right, again, I'll be back tomorrow at 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central for, again, Game 2 of the series. I want to say Bubba Chandler's pitching tomorrow. And as far as the Marlins, I actually don't know who their guy is. I'm actually going to check now. They don't even know who their guy is. So we'll see how that goes. And thank you guys again for hanging out for this one. All right. See if these bats can get it going again. The Pirates have been getting some runs off the bullpens lately. See if it can continue today if they face the bullpen. Looks like it's going to be Alcantara again. Why not? Alcantara has been very efficient so far. May as well leave him out there. All right, Alcantara sets, kicks in, delivers. That's going to be outside. Called a strike. 0-1 to Callahan. Callahan again struck out both times tonight. Alcantara, by the way, at 83 pitches as well. Here's the 0-1 to Callahan, as that's going to be crushed to right. It's more height than distance. That's going to be a foul ball. 0-2 to Callahan. Rally bucks up. So I'm actually starting, or is he coming in like third or fourth? That's what it says. It says he's starting. I'm not too sure. Let's go, Pirates. Appreciate you, Clint, for tuning in. Oh, and 2 count. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's inside. Ball 1. 1-2 to Callahan. 100 on the fastball. Alcantara is not losing his velocity despite being here in the 7th. Alcantara kicks and delivers. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Callahan, again, the hero, struck out 3 times tonight. That'll bring up Andy Rodriguez, who's had a really nice night. A double and a home run again. He's the only Pirate that has scored tonight. He'll look to get something going here for the Pirates. Alcantara sets and delivers. That's going to be off the plate there with the fastball. 1-0 to Rodriguez. Alcantara kicks and delivers, as that's going to be yanked to right. And that's going to be caught by Casey, running in to make the catch for out number 2. All right, Mangum at the plate. He's 0 for 1 with the walk. Alcantara in 88 pitches. It wouldn't shock me if they brought him out for the 8th. I mean, he had only 6 pitches this inning. Would not shock me. It's like, might as well. He's having a great day. Here is the pitch. That's going to be off the plate. 1-0 to Jake Mangum. Alcantara delivers as Mangum sends this to right. Backing up is Casey. He's at the warning track, makes the catch for out number 3. That was a really quick inning. It really wouldn't shock me if he's coming out for the 8th. We're going to the 8th. 6-2 Marlins over the Pirates. We will check out some scores, because why not? The Indians leading 2-1 over the Tigers. Red Sox leading 5-1 over the Rangers. Brewers leading 2-0 over the Phillies. Orioles 7, Padres 3. The Blue Jays 5, Yankees 0, Reds 2, Diamondbacks 1, Dodgers 2, White Sox 1, Cardinals 3, Twins 1, Mets. They have just started 2-0 over the Braves in the top of the second, and the Astros leading 9-2 over the Royals in the bottom of the first. That is, wow, 9 runs in the first inning. That is crazy. All right. Again, thank you guys for hanging out. Make sure, again, to leave a like and sub to the channel. It is free. We're at 181 likes. That's pretty good. 20 likes away from 200. And again, if you're watching and haven't subscribed, again, free, $0, 0 cents to subscribe to the channel. Due up for the Marlins will be Javier Sanoja, Liam Hicks, and Otto Lopez. And I imagine Kelly's going to be out there for the 8th, as he only used 3 pitches. Man, long to wait. I've noticed that the inning breaks are always longer when your team is losing. That's unfortunate. We're showing the pitching comparison again. Ashcraft 5 innings pitched, 2 earned runs. Again, not a bad outing, not his best. Again, the Marlins just were taking a lot of pitches. They really had a good eye on Ashcraft, as that's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. That was 100 on the fastball. Sanoha 0 for 2 tonight with the walk. 0-1. Kelly kicks and delivers. That's off the plate. 1-1. 99 on the fastball. Trisk predicted Marlins winning 6-2. That sounds about right. That's going to be fouled back. 1-2. Actually, no. Horwitz has a chance. Horwitz cannot make the catch. That was actually in the dugout. 1-2. Not too sure what happened there. Horwitz just lost it, but even so, would have been a really big stretch there to make it play. 1-2. That's a sweeper off the plate. 2-2 to Sanoha. So, Doc, when do you think Ozuna will pinch hit today? I don't think he'll pinch hit at all. That's going to be hit and past the diving Gonzalez down the left field line. Sanoha's going to be at 2. He's going to be at second with the double. Leadoff double here for the Marlins, and the Marlins dabbing their way on base. That ball wasn't even in the strike zone. Sanoha just yanking it. And that'll bring up Liam Hicks, who is 2 for 3 tonight with a walk. Password not playing today. Password, I don't think, is even in the MLB right now. He's in AAA. Kelly looks back and delivers. That's going to be a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Hicks. Kelly looks back at second. The pitch, and that's a breaking ball in there for a called strike. 0-2. Oh, 2 to Hicks. Kelly readies. Hicks at the plate. Sanoha at second. The pitch, and that's going to be popped up. Once again, that is a foul ball. So we make an impact. Yeah, just not really. Wasn't ready. Was not ready, I don't think. Oh, and 2. The pitch, as that's cranked to right. On the run, that ball is a home run. Off the foul pole. And the Marlins lead 8-2. Marlins lead 8-2. Well, that is fun. And yeah, that'll bring up Otto Lopez, who's 1 for 4 tonight. This is fantastic. So Kelly looks like he doesn't really have it either. No one really does. No one really does for the Pirates. If you are in the bullpen, it's just because no other team will take you. Kelly readies. This begins the windup. Here is the pitch. That's a swing and a miss. Strike 1. 0-1 to Lopez. Pirates offense, obviously, yeah, didn't show up tonight, but really hard to consistently put up runs. And, of course, the Pirates have allowed so many runs as of late. It is actually insane how they've actually won games. Oh, and 1 count to Lopez. Kelly delivers. Checks his swing. Does he go? Does not. 1-1. The pitch is a ground ball up the middle. Lau is there. Throws to first for out number 1. All right, Stowers at the plate, 2 for 3 in the night with a walk. Not over. I know. It's just frustrating. It's frustrating. Like I said, obviously, again, you know, the Pirates off, even if they don't show up tonight, I can't really get mad at them because they've really done well despite the circumstances. The pitch, that's going to be upstairs, ball 1 as far as like lately. The problem is, again, you just can't win games when you allow 8 runs. It's just not going to happen. 1-0, Kelly sets, kicks, and delivers. That's going to be a tapper back to Kelly. Kelly with it, underhands it to Horwitz for out number 2. So Stowers goes away for Xavier Edwards. He was 1 for 3 with a sacrifice fly. Edwards again at the plate. He's batting over 300 on the year. The pitch as Edwards sends this to left. This will be a foul ball. Yep. I really hope that Charrington is shopping. I mean, he better at least be making phone calls. There's no way he can't be, right? The 0-1, ground ball to short. Triolo with it, throws to first for out number 3. And the inning is over. The Marlins tack on 2 more runs. It is 8-2 Marlins. Jim Leyland should come out of retirement and manage. Yeah, I'm fine with it. Are they even trying? They are. That's the problem. It's not good enough. All right, due up for the Pirates in the bottom of the 8th. It's going to be Jared Triolo, Spencer Horwitz, Brandon Lau. Give the White Sox Paul Skeens. I think we're good. Think that's not going to happen. Yep, and again, I wouldn't be surprised if Alcantara is out there. Alcantara, again, I think it was at 89, 90 pitches. And he has been really good tonight. He's listening but asking too much for the arms he wants in return. Interesting. Charrington needed to be fired months ago. I guess so. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Pirates need to make something happen for sure because this can't be happening. This stretch that the Pirates pitching staff has been under, and even starters too. It's not just the bullpen. Obviously, again, you know, Ashcraft with a decent performance tonight, but you know, again, you just got killed by the Dodgers. Again, you allowed 8 to the Dodgers yesterday. 8 Wednesday, you won. 12 to the Dodgers on Tuesday. 3, which, you know, that's fine. I mean, that happens, right? That's actually a good performance just to win. 6 to the Braves. Again, that's still way too much. 6 to the Braves. Pitched actually a good game against Houston. 11 to the Astros. 6 to the Astros. Again, just so many runs. That's going to be in there for a call strike to Triolo, 0-1. Again, a decent performance there against the Twins. 9 to the Twins there. And then 5. Again, 5's still a lot. 5's a lot of runs. 7 to the Cubs. 10 to the Cubs. So just way too many games. There's not many 3 or less games. I mean, 3 is okay. 3 is good. It's not even that great. We'll take good. Can't even get good. Alcantara, by the way, again, he's out there. 0-2 to Triolo. As Alcantara delivers. Sweeper outside, 1-2. Alcantara again at 93 pitches. He has been very efficient today. One and two, the pitch, and that's going to be a tapper foul. Cash is king. 3 pitchers still for cash considerations. Yep. He went to feed the cows, and it was 2-2 when he went out. Oh. There you go. 1-2. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's going to be in there for a called strike. Delayed call. Doesn't matter. He struck him out. Struck him out looking. And bring up Spencer Horwitz, who was 0 for 3. It's just tiresome. Maybe. Maybe. Alcantara at 95 pitches. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1 to Horwitz. And Trisk is jinxing the Pirates. Whenever Trisk makes predictions, they usually work. If Trisk would just say the Pirates are going to win today, the Pirates would win. But Trisk cannot do that. Because Trisk just wants to be the negative Nelly. Trisk has unbelievable powers that I have not seen out of anyone else. 1-1 count. Alcantara rocks and fires. That's going to be popped up. Shallow left. And looks like the left fielder does make the catch. Stumbling to make the catch. Out number 2. So down goes Horwitz, and that'll bring up Brandon Lau, who's 0 for 3. Just a tough game, but of course we'll try to bounce back tomorrow. Hopefully Chandler can make something happen. Of course, you know that the Marlins were patient today with Ashcraft. They will watch Chandler tomorrow. So Chandler, all he's really got to do is throw it in the strike zone. I guarantee you he will mess with the Marlins tomorrow by doing that, because that's something he just cannot do. That's going to be downstairs ball 1. So he can just throw it in the strike zone tomorrow. I guarantee you he will have success. Here's the pitch as Lau sends this to right center field. Back is Casey, and that ball is gone. There we go. Clear the deck cannonball coming. That is his 17th home run of the season. And the Pirates got it to 5, 8-3. Sorry, I'm not excited, just defeated. So Brandon Lau, there we go, 17 home runs. He has been quite the treat, unfortunately, of course. It's still just rough. Hoist a cone to the chat. See some cones already. Thank you guys for that. All right, that'll bring up Brian Reynolds, 1 for 3, as that's a swing and a miss, strike 1. Alcantara is at 101 pitches. Looks like he's going to finish the 8th, or this might be his last batter. Reynolds gets on. I imagine they'll take Alcantara out as he sets, kicks, and deals. That's a tapper. To second. Throws to first for outs number 3. The inning is over. Right Lau with a solo shot home run makes it 8-3 as we go to the top of the 9th. All right, we'll check out some scores real quick. Indians 3, Tigers 1, Orioles 7, Padres 3, Red Sox 6, Rangers 1, Brewers 5, Phillies nothing, Blue Jays 5, Yankees 3, Reds 2, Diamondbacks 1, Dodgers 2, White Sox 1, Cardinals 3, Twins 1, Mets 2, Braves 2, and the Astros 9, Royals 5. Oh, as well as the Mariners and the Nationals 0-0. And it does look like this game will end first, barring some extra, I don't know, some late inning heroics by the Pirates. All right, again, due up for the Marlins. It's going to be Heriberto Hernandez, Owen Casey, and Jacob Marcy. So we'll see what the Pirates can do here. I don't know, I imagine Kelly would be out there again. I could be wrong. And Kelly is a starter in the minor leagues, so I imagine he's got some innings. Grew up a picky eater? I don't know. It just depends. Depends what you mean. I mean, I like what I like. I don't like what I don't like. I imagine everyone else is the same way. They like what they like. They don't like what they don't like. Hernandez 2 for 4. He'll be at the plate again. An RBI single in his last appearance. Alcantara had the first MLB complete game shutout. Wow. Alcantara's getting hugs from everybody. They're showing Lau again. 17 home runs for Lau this year. I mean, that is great stuff. Here's the pitch to Hernandez. That's upstairs, ball 1. So the team chants have not started, considering that they are still a game and a half back of the wild card. Don't think that is happening. Here's the 1-0. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1-1 to Hernandez. Pirates with the 7th. That's now the 7th straight home game with 2+ homers. Of course, those home runs came with nobody on base. Again, the Pirates were just demolished by Alcantara today. 1-1 to Hernandez. The pitch. That's going to be downstairs, 2-1 to Hernandez. Allow 17 home runs this season, most by a Pirate second baseman since Neil Walker in 2014. Wow, been a while since we've had power from second base. 2-1 to Hernandez. The pitch. That's going to be fouled back. 2-2. The pitch, and that's going to be, I guess that's outside. No contact there. Thought there was. 3-2 to Hernandez. We won't win till the bullpen is fixed. No, I completely agree. The bullpen, I mean, this is, again, I went over the stats, or, the games that the Pirates have played the last 2 weeks. I mean, there's just too many games where the Pirates have allowed more than 3 runs. I mean, it is just pathetic. The 3-2 to Hernandez. That misses downstairs, ball 4. I mean, I just can't even with just how bad the decisions again by Kelly have been, how bad the bullpen has been, how bad the starters have been. The starters again have not been good either. And we got a respectable outing by Ashcraft today, but the pitching is just getting shellacked. Owen Casey at the plate. He is 1 for 4 on the night. The pitch is going to be outside, ball 1. Rodriguez trying to calm him down. He might go out there. He probably will not. Looks like he won't be. Batting right now is going to be Owen Casey of the Marlins. Their collusion. Kelly sets and delivers as that's going to be hit up the middle. Looks like Triolo let it drop. Throws to first. What a 1,000 IQ play by Triolo. Guy at first was waiting for him to make the catch and retreat back. Look at that. Triolo lets it bounce. Double play. So just like that, 2 outs. And Jacob Marcy at the plate, who was 0 for 3 at the walk. Kelly delivers. That's going to be upstairs. Ball 198 on the fastball. What's it going to take for ownership to get something done? I don't know. Probably not going to happen. Looks like the Marlins bringing out a lefty again. That is very wise of the Marlins. I think the rest of the league is catching up to the fact that the Pirates, again, the great offense, but they cannot hit lefty pitching. That's going to be in there for a called strike 1-1. That is starting to catch up the rest of the league. And that's why, again, I expect the Marlins, if they don't have anybody up tomorrow, they're going to probably bring up somebody that's a lefty from the minors, or they're going to spam all their lefties tomorrow from the bullpen. That's going to be in there 1-2 to Marcy. USA draws first blood. There we go. Pirates. The USA leading 1-0 over Paraguay. Good stuff. Who scored the goal, if I may ask? 1-2. Kelly sets, Roxanne fires. That's a tapper foul. Pitching coach, next manager. I don't think so. There's no way. There's no way he would replace Kelly. Which, again, I don't think they're going to fire Kelly anyway. Here's the 1-2, and that's going to be fouled back. Después Siria pueden seguir ganando. No, this Syria, not the next one. 1-2 counts to Marcy. Kelly delivers. That's going to be a swing and a miss. He struck him out. That'll work for now. All right, we go to the bottom of the ninth. The Pirates need 5 runs to keep it going. 6 runs, of course, will win the game. We'll see if that happens. Wouldn't that be pretty cool? The Pirates, of course, will face a lefty. And it's going to be O'Hearn, Gonzalez, and Callahan for the Pirates. Again, Callahan struck out 3 times today. I could see him getting pinch hit for. As he had no success against Alcantara. Again, if you enjoyed any of the broadcasts, make sure again to sub to the channel. It is free. It is free. And of course, I'll be back tomorrow at 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central for Game 2 of the series. Hopefully the Pirates will keep an opposing team to less than 3 runs. That would actually be pretty cool, I'm just saying. A self-goal. Oh, wow, own goal. We'll take it. Was being... No, well, I mean, I'm pretty sure that's what the Pirates would do. All right, we'll check out some scores real quick, because probably the last time we'll check over scores before I do that to myself. All right, the Indians leading 3-2 over the Tigers. Orioles 7, Padres 3, Red Sox 6, Rangers 1, Brewers 6, Phillies nothing. The Reds 2, Diamondbacks 1. Blue Jays 7, Yankees 3. White Sox leading 3-2 over the Dodgers. Cardinals 3, Twins 1. Cardinals again, they just keep winning. Braves and Mets 2-2. Astros 9, Royals 5. 0-0 there in Washington as Washington hosts Seattle. So yeah, a lot of runs in that Kansas City game where they just started. We can do this. Oh yeah. And the Pirates again, it wouldn't shock me even with the lefty at the plate. It wouldn't shock me if they put up some runs here, but like I said again, until the Pirates can hold the other team to a respectable score, I mean, we're going to have to just have the offense perform at their highest level every night, which, of course, is impossible. Here's the pitch to O'Hearn. That's going to be a breaking ball off the plate. Ball 1. This is, again, John King. This is the first pitching change the Marlins have made. 2.30 ERA. Opponent batting average of 114. This guy has been really good. The pitch, that's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-1 to Ryan O'Hearn. Again, O'Hearn is 0 for 3 on the nights. So I say to walk in the woods. Oh, for sure. 1-1 the pitch as O'Hearn skies this to shallow center field. Someone's running for it, and looks like the center fielder makes the catch. Lopez and Marcy were running kind of everywhere. That was kind of bizarre, to be honest with you, but hey, they get the outs. And that'll bring up Nick Gonzalez, 0 for 3 of the night. Everybody in the Central wins, but the Pirates apparently. Poor game tomorrow. Yep, Pirates lose tomorrow. They'll be below 500 for the first time since the Red Series, the second series of the year. But the Pirates have been there before. Again, the Pirates have been 500 multiple times since, and every time they have answered that bell to keep themselves above 500. The 0-1 to Gonzalez. That's a ground ball, and that squeezes through for a base hit. So Gonzalez, again, you know, he's kind of due for a hit every game at this point. He singles. and he'll be at first. And yeah, they are going to pinch hit for Callahan, as I expected. It's going to be Valdez, not Marcel the strikeout Ozuna. Here for tomorrow's game, though. It might be a little late. Oh, you're good. They appreciate you, Niz, for hanging out. Appreciate you, man. Peace, love, and chicken grease, y'all. That's an interesting there ending. But I appreciate you, man. Have a good night. King readies as he faces Valdez. The pitch, and that's going to be upstairs. Ball 1. See if we can get some stats there on Esmeralyn Valdez. Looks like there are no stats provided. 1-0 to Valdez. The pitch as Valdez sends this right, but that's going to go foul. It's 1-1. Mañana no me lo quiero perder. Sí, tú puedes. Tú puedes perder. Yo quiero ganar. Here's the 1-1, as that's going to be fouled back 1-2. Again, runner on first with 1 out. Marlins leading 8-3 over the Pirates. If the result holds, both teams will be 500. Marlins have battled back. Again, they are red hot. The pitch, and that's off the plate. 2-2. They are 8-2 in their last 10. They've won 5 in a row. They just seem to be a team that is just on the rise. 2-2 to Valdez. The pitch. Swing and a miss. He struck him out. Pirates are down to their last strikeouts. Or last out. Hopefully it's not strikeout. And again, that'll bring up Endy Rodriguez, who again has had a nice day. 2 for 3 on the day and a double. Has a homer. King sets and delivers. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 0-1. 2015 Pirates. Probably. I mean, that's the best Pirates team that I've seen in 98 wins. Here's the pitch. That's going to be downstairs 1-1. I think these, I mean, if it's a 4-game series, or let's just say it's a best of 7. Let's just say it's playing. I don't know. I think these guys can take a game or two. They can definitely. This team is this is 100% better offense than that team, for sure. The problem, of course, will be the pitching. Here's the pitch. That's going to be in there for a called strike. 1-2. Obviously, again, the 2015 Pirates had a lot of quality players, but they never reached the heights of these guys. And these guys, again, they can put up a lot of runs. That is no joke. Again, this is an off night. They put up 3. Not saying that's good, but that seems to be their off night, is 3 runs. That's what's so frustrating. Like I said, if they're off, they can still put up runs. So if you just get a quality pen or quality pitching staff, this team, again, easily at 40 wins, easily at 45 wins. I can't be convinced otherwise. 1-2 to Rodriguez. That's downstairs 2-2. King readies, kicks, and delivers. Try to backdoor him there. He's going to challenge, going to lose. Not like it matters. Marlins will be down to 1 more challenge. Jordan got 2 home runs and 6 RBIs the first. I did not there. That's crazy. That is insane. I would take that for the entire game for the Pirates. Still wouldn't be enough, but hey, you know, that's still pretty impressive. Jordan Alvarez is very, very impressive. Appreciate you. Beefin' Beffin for the knowledge drop there. 3-2 again. That's chopped foul. Three and 2 counts. King readies and delivers. Checks his swing. He went He struck him out. And that is your ball game. The Marlins defeat the Pirates 8-3. Marlins have won 6 in a row. They are just on fire. And, of course, the Pirates' bullpen is on fire as far as allowing runs. Because, again, that is just unacceptable what they've been doing as of late. But, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Not much to talk about. Again, you already know it's the same old story. The bullpen is a disaster. The pitching is a disaster for the Pirates. And, of course, again, the Pirates will drop to 35-35. The Marlins will be 35-35 as well. So they'll be tied again. Each team about a game and a half back. I'm not too sure how the Padres are looking. But, of course, I guess we'd be pulling for the Padres. Again, though, a reminder to those that are saying the season is over. It is, again, they're only a game and a half back of the wild card. So I guess everyone else's seasons are over as well. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. You guys all have a great rest of your nights. And again, I'll be back tomorrow, 4:05 Eastern, 3:05 Central for, again, the continuation of the series between these Pirates and the Marlins. So hopefully I see you guys tomorrow. Make sure to like and subscribe. It is free. And yeah, see you then. Y'all have a good night and take care.
Scoreboard glowing through the summer haze. Crowd still buzzing from the final play. Some teams celebrate, some walk away. But tomorrow brings another game. Fastballs under the city lights. Late night drives and highlight nights. Every inning tells a story new. And we got to live it here with you. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. From coast to coast, every team, every town. Dr. DeLay signing off for now. From the Bronx to the Western Coast, Chicago Knights and St. Louis Hopes, Dodger blue and Pittsburgh gold. Every season writes its soul. Seattle rain and Texas heat, Atlanta crowds on their feet. 30 teams chasing October dreams. Baseball means more than it seems. Yeah. Black and gold, vodka by the river shine. PNC lights look good at night. Win or lose, we still believe that one great season waits ahead. Command spirit in the air. Every summer still feels there. And when the final out fades away, we'll see you next time on Dr. DeLay. One last inning before the lights go low. Another baseball night in the books now. Thanks for riding with us through every play. Good night from Dr. DeLay.